Hello! Without doubt, you have heard about the war in Ukraine. Speak Online program was originated in Ukraine, and most of the teachers who work there are Ukrainians. In this video, Speak Online teachers who were living in Ukraine before the war had started share about their experience connected with this war. Speak Online. What was the first day of the war for you?
I was at home in Kiev, and early in the morning I woke up to the bombing sounds. Together with my 3 kids, we quickly packed our things and rushed out of the house. It was just 6 a.m., but there were many people already also running out of their houses and getting into cars. We saw long queues at ATMs and supermarkets and a huge number of cars leaving the city.
I didn't know what to do. Quite soon some helicopters appeared near our house and we could hear them, and many explosions, so it was really scary. Especially our women were really scared and we had to hide in a basement. Even though sometimes some very scary thoughts came to my mind, because there are around some marauders and Russian soldiers. They come to houses, they kill men, they rape women. So these negative thoughts sometimes came to my mind. But the next day I decided that first I should protect my family. So it became my most important goal for that period of time. So soon, by the first evacuation bus from our occupied town, all our family could safely leave.
Right before the war, I moved to the West Ukraine with my children. I had to leave my home in tears. I didn't want to believe that the war would start in Ukraine. But actually 3 days later, in the morning, I received the news that it happened.
Well, I had moved to the west of Ukraine 9 days before the war began, because I believed the prognosis made by the US about the possibility of war. And I couldn't imagine myself evacuating with 4 small children, the youngest one being just 1 year old. And when I heard the news that the Russian bombs or rockets hit Kiev in the morning of the 24th of February 2022, I was terrified. My whole body started shivering, and it was hard to believe that it all came true, that all our fears have come true.
Where did the war bring you?
To the western part of Ukraine.
And we went to Germany.
Now in Poland.
The western part of Ukraine.
To Romania with my wife and 3 children.
In the western part of Ukraine, near the Polish border.
In my parents' house in Romania.
What did the war change for you? Did your priorities change?
I was never in a situation where your life can be lost at any moment before. You really start to appreciate many things and those who are beside you. And I had never felt such a deep love and concern for my country before.
That's about my family. I couldn't get in touch with them for about 3 days, and that was awful. Thanks to these 3 days, I understood the value of just hearing their voices and just understanding that they are alive.
Yes, I think we have to be grateful to God for each day that we have. I have a good husband, 4 beautiful children, a job that I like, a good friends, and I'm so grateful for this.
Of course, I thought more about the meaning of my life and what I will leave behind me. Also, I understood that it's very important the education we receive and the education we provide to our children.
When I heard the news that a bomb totally destroyed the shopping mall located next to our apartment building, and as a result our apartment suffered as well. We got broken windows and also cracks in the walls and on the floors. I thanked God for staying alive. And I realized once again that the material things are not the most important thing in life.
How do you manage to teach despite the war?
I couldn't teach first 7 days of the war when I was staying in the basement, but I was happy to be back to teaching after I was evacuated. And though my external conditions are much humbler now, but it doesn't disturb my teaching process.
We didn't have any electricity and internet connection, so I couldn't continue teaching at that time. And I'm very grateful to Max teacher who could take my students and continue to teach them. So after we left the occupied town, and after some time I could restart teaching.
What is your hope for Speak Online program?
We were already prepared for a different turn of event. So even before the war, we sent many of our teachers abroad in advance so that they could teach from there in any case. Therefore, our Speak Online program didn't suffer, and we have shown that we can continue to teach in any situation. And it already says a lot about our program.
I think that experiences and teaching styles of our teachers fit perfectly to Asian people. So I believe we will continue working with them.
I hope that each participant of the Speak Online program grows and finds his calling in life and uses English language as a tool to fulfill that calling.
No matter where you are, you can keep studying English and teaching English because it is online.
So I hope through this project, Speak Online project, we can truly bring peace among all nations because we have participants from all over the world, including South Korea, Japan. We have teachers from all over Europe, Albania, Romania, Moldova, other countries. And I hope this project will help us to understand that we are truly one community and we need to build one global village on this earth. Thank you for your attention.
Speak Online.